But the basic position you really want to understand to finish is before the guy has a grip here, okay? There's a lot of different ways I can finish. So once I get in, the guy hasn't got the single leg grip yet. The first thing I like to focus on is getting inside this gap here. Any knee cut finish, I'm gonna end with my opponent's shoulder blades on the floor and chest to chest, right? I wanna flatten him out. I wanna rotate him the other way, okay? So one common mistake people do is they'll dig for an underhook when this guy's kind of like this, and it's not really an underhook because he isn't attached to my leg or anything, so I can't really have it. So as I dig, he's gonna dig, right? And then now it's hard for me to flatten him, and if I try to go through here, he can even come up on my back, right? So one thing I focus on a lot here is I just kind of keep my elbow tight here. If he was to try to dig an underhook here, dig an underhook, like with this elbow tight, there's no way, there's just no gap here. And as he tries to dig for it, I can kind of extend and I use my forearm on his bicep or his shoulder here, and I can go and start driving through like this, right? So whenever I enter here, I get in like this, I just stay here and I want to keep this elbow kind of tight, okay? So now as he tries to grab the collar, I can kind of frame. If he tries to dig an underhook, I can block. If he tries to go around the outside, like where he kind of go around that way, right? Where he kind of tries to go back and around. So like say I'm here, yeah, and he's going to try to come under like that. As he goes back, I like to drop my elbow to the floor because see, now there's no way to get underneath that, right? And again, I lean my chest over his chest and I start grabbing here. What I grab with my left arm to finish can vary. Often once I get through here, I'll grab like the tricep. I really like the sleeve if I can get it because sometimes when you grab the tricep, the guy can kind of stiff arm or frame on you. And that's okay, especially if I have it like this. But if you get the sleeve, I pull him up and I can push it across. So now he tries to frame and he can't, right? And again, I want to get chest over chest. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they're knee cutting is that they're trying to finish like going out this way or they go head down. A lot of people like to talk about like head down when you finish the knee cut. Almost never do you want your head down when you finish the knee cut. There's a few cases that I will do it and I'll cover that in other videos. It's particular half guard variations. But usually when you go head down, it's easier for the guy to push me away and get distance and now he can start lassoing and stuff, right? Every guard pass is going to finish with his back on the mat and chest to chest. So I want to try to get there early rather than later, right? So if I go out here, he's going to push me out. So here I start leaning this way. I frame this arm out. I start getting the elbow or the sleeve, keep turning into me. See, and now my body weight is leaning over him, okay? So it's really important to understand this. And again, in a different video, I'm going to address what to do if he does get this single leg grip because we have to build off that.